Okay, welcome to the How to Beach channel. We are back here at beautiful Megan's Bay Beach, and we're gonna do kind of an update on our gear reviews. I've done some gear reviews in the past of our beach chairs, of our beach setup, how we pack everything into this one backpack here. So we've got pretty much all our beach gear in here. We got a table, we got two beach chairs, we got two beach chairs, we got a sand-free blanket. What else you got in there?
Paddles.
We got our paddles to play paddles on the beach with. So we've showed you a lot of, if you haven't seen our videos before, you'll see again what our beach setup is. What I want to do today is sort of go back and show you how this stuff is holding up after 1 year of constant use. We live on this beautiful Caribbean island and we use this beach gear all the time, and most of it's holding up really well. So I'm going to show you what we use and how it's held up after a year, so that in case you're looking to get yourself a new beach setup that packs easy, that travels easy, whether you're driving to the Florida coast from Alabama or Georgia and you don't have a lot of space in the car because you got 5 kids in a minivan. Through the magic of editing, we now have our backpack cooler. So we take our backpack with all of our gear in it, and then we have our backpack cooler. So let's just unpack it and show everybody what we've got.
Okay.
What's in there?
We have one chair, 2 chairs.
So these are our beach chairs. They're actually camping chairs that they pack up super small like this. They're super lightweight. It's made out of some sort of aircraft aluminum. This is how they go together. Last time we did this, we had a race on camera. I won. I'm winning again, but I didn't tell her it was a race. And I think I got a head start. So this is how easy the chair's set up. And I'll show you, after 1 year of use, here is sort of the breakdown. The fabric is all still in great shape. No problems here, no tears, no rips, no seams coming apart. The only thing is these feet on the bottom, I've lost 2 of the 4 feet. And these are pretty small, so they don't protect a lot of it from sinking into the sand. We have pretty soft sand on this beach. And I'd say I sink in the sand about halfway up here. So I sit pretty close to the ground, but for the ease, it's pretty comfortable. And for the lightweight and how well this packs, even when we come in the car, we bring these, even though we have room for more stuff, because it's just easy to walk down to the beach with everything in our one little backpack and our one little beach cooler. So this is the FE Active chair. I will put a link down below to all the products I'm going to talk about today, so you guys can check out, see how much they cost, and see if there's something you want. It does have a little pocket here for your cell phone, but I don't trust that. I do when I go to the beach. Here's a little pro tip for you. I put my cell phone in a Ziploc bag, and even if it's windy on the beach and I get a phone call, it cuts out all the wind noise. I leave it in here all the time. I can still scroll through here. I can look at my phone. I can Instagram. I can talk on the phone. You can hear perfectly through here. But this will cut out the wind noise, which is annoying to the people on the other end. So there's a pro tip for you. Okay. What else you got in there?
I have Trekology table.
This is our Trekology table. You brought the little one?
Yep.
This comes in 3 different sizes. There's a small size, which we brought today.
It's my favorite.
And there's a medium sized. This is her favorite size. She likes this one. I like the medium size one. So this is how small this is. This is how it's super lightweight, also made out of the same aircraft aluminum. I'll let you put that to, I'll put this together. What else you got in the bag while I'm doing this?
I have.
So this is how easy this is to set up.
Paddles, so that we can play.
Okay.
And
Bing, bang, boom. There's my table. Oh, we've got the Echo Sophie microfiber towels. And we got, this is a different brand. This is a Costco. These are basically the exact same thing. But these guys also make a sand-free blanket that they sent us, so we'll show you that. Did you bring theirs or the other one? Oh, you did. Okay, so microfiber towels. If you guys haven't discovered microfiber towels yet, check how small this is. This is 2 beach towels. These things dry quick. The sand doesn't stick to these. If I had 2 regular beach towels, it would be this huge, massive thing that would take up half of my backpack. So these microfiber towels are great for the beach. Like I say, they dry fast, the sand doesn't stick to them, and they take up less room. And then this is by the same company. This is the Echo Sophie sand-free blanket. I have a cheaper version of this that's smaller that I'll link to up here if you want to see it. Depending on how many people you want to fit on it. This still packs really small. This is smaller than a beach towel. If you were going to just lay on a beach towel, you can bring this. The sand doesn't stick to it. This thing is huge. I'll stretch it out here in a little bit and show you what it looks like. But sand-free blanket, we always take this. We don't always use it, but it's so small, it's nice. If you don't want to sit on the chair, if you want to spread out on the sand, we really like having these sand-free blankets. What else you got?
That's pretty much it. Just like suntan lotion.
Suntan lotion. We got.
And my book.
Oh, here's another pro tip for you. We bring baby powder. If you're not familiar with what this baby powder does on the beach, when you're getting ready to leave and you're a little bit wet or your feet are sandy, if you take some of this baby powder and you rub it on your feet, it dries out the moisture that's in your feet and it gets all the sand will fall off and you won't track the sand in your car. So between the baby powder to keep the sand off your feet, the sand-free blanket that doesn't bring any sand with you, the microfiber towels that the sand doesn't stick to, if you're one of those people that hates the beach because you bring all the sand in the car and then your house with you, all these little tips and tricks will help you to not have the sand following you home from the beach.
Okay, I want to say something else.
Okay, what would you like to add?
All this is super cool to go to the beach, and it takes very little room in your car. But we also love to go hiking in San John. We go on hikes that end up on a beach, which is great. And we also like to go to different hikes and then go to a beach to relax.
Yeah.
And if you can bring all this gear that is not very heavy in this backpack,
yeah,
it's fantastic.
Yeah, one of us takes the gear, which is her, and then one of us takes the cooler, which is me. So the backpack cooler is also a key to our backpack and beach experience. So I've got beers, I've got ice, I've got a bottle of wine, I've got 2 big bottles of water, and I've got her wine glass in here. Oh, and we've got snacks also. We've got meat and cheese snacks in here. We've got olives. We got all kinds of good snacks in here. So the backpack cooler and that, we can hike 3 miles. We can take the people ferry over to the beach in St. John, and then we can hike over to Honeymoon Beach. We could hike all over. And then we also keep always these stainless steel water bottles. I put a couple ice cubes in here. This keeps your water cool all day.
It's a bit heavier maybe, but no plastic, please.
Yeah. And then we got these leak-proof containers that we've got snacks in. We got mushrooms and olives and whatnot in here. And then another little pro tip that I've learned is I always bring lots of carabiners to the beach, because once we get to the beach, if you want to kick off your flip-flops and you don't want to have the sand kick all over you, you can hook your carabiner to your flops, and then I can hook the flops onto here. So while I'm hiking, if I want to go down to the bar down there, if I don't want to leave my gear on the beach, I can clip these on here. If I have wet clothes I want to hang into a tree, I can use the carabiner and a piece of string like this. I always carry extra string. I can make my own clothesline through the trees. There's a lot of little extra jobs that carabiners can do, so I always bring a couple of those to the beach also. What else?
That's it, I think.
I said I was going to tell you how things are holding up. This, oh, she brought a Kindle too. She didn't tell you.
Yeah, I said that.
Oh, so these little Checkology tables are holding up great. Like I say, we use these things
Every day.
all the time. There's a few spots where the paint's chipping off a little bit. I never take this home and wash it. I don't treat it very well, and they're holding up great. These little bungees that hold these are holding up. Everything is great. We haven't had much trouble with anything. So this is the Icemule cooler. I really abuse this thing. This thing goes with, I usually am in charge of taking everyone's beer. We go sailing once a week. We'll have like 12 or 20 beers in here, a bunch of ice. And one of the cool things about this backpack cooler is there's a valve right here that you can open and close, and I can blow into this and put air into a bladder in the backpack. That actually is the reason they built it, was to be an insulator to create a bigger wall between the outside air and the cool air on the inside of the cooler. But what I've discovered is when I roll this up, and I fill it up at there and I close it, the extra air in there makes it float. So when we park the sailboat out here, oh, they're gone. There was a sailboat out there a minute ago. If you noticed it, when you come to the beach, you park on a mooring ball and then you have to swim into the beach, and this thing floats. So this thing can weigh 20, 30 pounds, but the air in the exterior bladder of the cooler actually makes it float. So I can swim into shore with this thing and it doesn't sink me to the bottom of the ocean into Davy Jones' locker like a rock. So we love that. The only thing, like I say, I abuse this thing. There's a little tear happening here. That doesn't affect the performance or anything, but that's it. All the other straps are holding up. You can see it's pretty heavy. I don't treat this thing very well. I abuse it, and it's holding up really good too. So that is our gear list and how it's holding up after some of this stuff we've had for 2 years, actually, not 1 year. I bet all of this we've had for 2 years.
You think that's a great cooler for boaters?
Yeah, if you like I say, if you want to, if you have to swim in from the beach, it's a great thing to take with you to swim in. My buddy takes a dry bag and we put all of our gear in his dry bag backpack, and then I take the backpack cooler and we can swim in from the boat, and then we can go hike around from there. So
we love it.
Yeah, we love all this. Like I said, I'll put links to all these products down in the description. Go check them out. It also helps support the channel. If you see anything you like here and you buy it from my link, it does help me so I can afford to buy more stuff to make more reviews for you. And be sure to like the video if you found any of this information helpful. And hey, if you haven't subscribed, do that and you'll get more of this content. We're going to start doing, I haven't been doing a lot of these gear videos lately, and they were pretty popular. I just haven't had time. So I'm going to get back on these gear videos. So give us a subscribe. We'll do more tours of Caribbean beaches, more gear reviews, more beach tips. And if you want something else, leave a comment. I'll do that.
Yeah.
Thanks.